Are you ready for fireworks and maybe a weekend on the lake? Our Julia Smith was in Guntersville today meeting with Marine troopers to talk about boating safety rules that everyone should know.
4th of July is a time for having fun, but before you hit the water, make sure you follow these safety tips. During the summer holidays, people come to spend time on the lake. This past Memorial Day, Aaliyah troopers noted that there were a lot of people on the lake, which can be dangerous. So the Marine Patrol Division is working with Alabama special agents to try and prevent accidents before they happen.
And put an emphasis on trying to stop the alcohol being consumed on the water or reduce it, and try to maintain a low incident in terms of accidents.
He mentioned that boaters can experience water fatigue, and adding alcohol to the mix can mean accidents are more bound to happen. To prevent any accidents, he advises you to have a designated driver who's not drinking. Be observant. Look for people, especially children, swimming or tubing as you're driving your boat. Make sure all children under 8 years old are wearing a life jacket at all times. And be sure to have a throwable cushion for anyone that goes overboard.
A lot of that can save lives. Even that throwable cushion, people wonder why they have to have that. But if you have somebody go overboard, that's the fastest thing you can do is throw them that cushion so they've got something to grab onto.
Now, Aaliyah troopers wants you to have fun this weekend, but they want you to do it safely. Putting the Valley first, Julia Smith, WZDX News.